everybody who comes in new, a lot of people have been here for a while, what they want to do is when they hit something, they want to drive it away because it makes them feel strong. So they go like this and they push it tense and they try and push that guy away. That's not really what that is, right? Ideally, when you hit, energy goes in, but then you're going to hit a point where it wants to come back to you. It's a bounce, right? If I threw a ball against the wall, it comes back. So when I hit him, what happens is this wants to bounce back. Now, the key to this is you have to hold it just a little long, just enough to transfer the energy. If you just quick bounce, it doesn't do anything. It's got to be deep on the bounce. But if you're good with this, you can use the bounce to your advantage. So if this bounces, it sets the next one up. Every time this bounces, bounce, right? I'm going to bounce it, bounce, bounce, bounce. And that bounce, what it does is it recenters me. So I've moved my mass to him. This bounce kind of centered my mass back to the middle and allows me to come again and again. This light, he's not wearing any gear, but if I go bounce, 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 bounce. Now, you would go deeper on the punches or the hits, you get a little more bounce out of it, but the principle is right. If you want to learn how to feel how every technique you throw sets up the next one, which sets up the next one, and they just continue to bounce naturally, without a lot of effort. The only way this works is if you're relaxed and it comes from your center of mass. It's kind of like this. If I just go like this and I drive from my hips and my legs, do you see how that creates this kind of energy through the chuck? I don't really need a lot of arm motion here. I don't need tension in my shoulders. I don't need tension in my hips. It just kind of bounces from my center of being. Now, I understand your arm's not completely like that. You don't have this level of motion. But the idea is the same. When you come from your body, all of this should be very relaxed. And this should be like the end of your chuck. It just comes and hits. Body's relaxed, it's smooth, and it allows it to bounce into the next technique very quickly and smoothly. Last note on this is it's not enough just to bounce the hands. As that hits, your mass has to drive with it every time. You have to be very conscious of the fact that you have to coordinate this with this. If you're just doing this, it doesn't do anything. You have to have the ability to drop this and bounce it every time together so it creates power. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed that video, please watch the next two. I think you'll find them very helpful.